Hey guys, this is Kyle from the Rugged Store. I have Panasonic's new FC-M1 handheld with me. This is Panasonic's answer to needing a thinner, lighter, more ergonomic handheld. They also have the FC-F1, which is the Windows model, and this is the Android model. We're going to go over some of the features of this today. Just a few things that about this that has really made it a better handheld over the E1 and X1 that was currently on the market. First, it has a tilted barcode reader on the back, which keeps you from needing to bend your wrist as much whenever you're taking barcodes, which really helps comfortability of using this unit. It's much thinner than the X1 or E1, which makes it much easier to handle in general, and it's much lighter, coming in at 0.62 pounds. So we're going to go over some of the things, specifically, durability specifications of this unit, and you can see if it's the right fit for you and your company or the solution you're looking for. So starting into durability, this is a MIL 810G fully rugged Panasonic Toughpad unit. It comes in, it's going to say IP65 and IP67. The reason it has those two different ingress protection ratings is it will be IP67 until you submerge the unit up to a certain amount of time, and then it becomes IP65 once those seals start to let way. It also has a 6-foot drop rating, which is pretty standard for the fully rugged units, and it has this raised bezel design that helps protect the screen from face-down drops. As far as software, it has an Android 5.1.1 system on it. You're looking at a Qualcomm processor at 2.3 gigahertz, so it's pretty speedy for a handheld unit. You have memory on it, which is 2 gigabytes, and the internal storage as it comes is 16 gigabytes of storage. Now you can increase that up to 64 gigabytes with a micro SD card. For the display, you're looking at a 4.7 inch 720 display that's fully daylight readable. That's 2 to 500 nits. It's also a 10-point capacitive multi-touch screen, and that is gloved multi-touch, so you can have your gloves on and be able to work with this screen. Some of the ports on it, we're going to go over that real quick. So you're looking at micro SIM card slot. So this is dual micro SIM. So if you want to have one SIM for, like, let's say Verizon, one SIM for AT&T, you can do that. You can have both carriers on this one device. So it does support 4G LTE. Not all models come with 4G LTE. So whenever you're looking at the specifications and the units you want, make sure to give us a call so you get a unit that has that data capability if that's what you're looking for. And you're also going to have your Bluetooth 4.1, and some of the things that's really nice about this N1 that Toughpads haven't come standard with in the past is this has onboard GPS already in it, and it also has NFC ready to go. It's built in. Okay, so for the power supply, for standard battery, you're looking at 3,200 milliamp hours for the standard battery. The long life battery is at 6,400 milliamp hours. So the standard battery operation, you're looking for talk up to 24 hours, and if you're using the barcode, about 12 hours. If it's just on standby, you can get up to 700 hours on standby. Now for the long life battery, you can get up to 48 hours of talk time, up to 24 hours of use with the barcode, and standbys up to 1,400 hours where you wouldn't need to replace this. Now this does have a thing called a warm swap battery. Now there's a difference between the hot swap and the warm swap battery. On the hot swap battery, which has been on some previous Toughpad models, you can remove the battery and still function on the screen while you're replacing that with a new battery. With the warm swap battery, once you remove that battery, you are actually locked out of the screen. You have 1 minute to replace it with another battery before you regain functionality. And just so you know as well, to get a power cord with this, you're going to have to ask for that separate. These are usually used with dock chargers or battery chargers, and the batteries get replaced. So if you need a USB charging capability, make sure you ask your sales representative at the Rugged Store for that. Okay, and I did want to touch on one other thing. We have really good audio here. So the audio is up to 100 decibels. Now this is something that was touched on with earlier Toughpad models that it wasn't nearly loud enough in a warehouse situation to be able to hear that audio and know what's going on. So I'm just going to play some audio here at its maximum volume so you can get a good understanding of what that maximum volume is. So that's quite loud for a handheld device compared to like a cell phone or any other handheld on the market as far as volume-wise goes. So if you need to use this for some kind of audio, you're definitely going to have an advantage over a consumer model. Actually, let's go over some of the ports real quick so you guys can get a good understanding of what's on here physically to be able to use. Now, the handhelds don't have quite as many ports as like a full-size tablet or a full-size laptop, but it does have some functionality. So the top here, you're going to have your power button. Then you're going to have a 3.5 millimeter jack for headphones. At the bottom, you have your docking connector. I believe this is a 9-pin docking connector. So this is dockable within vehicles, desktops, etc. And on the side, it has a micro USB. Now this micro USB can be used for charging. It can also be used for data transfer. And on the back, you're going to have your battery lock. This battery lock is going to give you access to your battery, and underneath the battery is also going to give you access to the dual SIM card slots and the micro SD slot. We will cover that in another video that gives you a very close-in look of those micro SD and micro SIM slots so you know where to access that and how to replace those options. So that's the Panasonic FCN1. If you have any questions, give us a call at the Rugged Store, email us. We're always happy to help. We'll have more videos on this. We'll have more videos on our barcode series coming up soon. And we appreciate it, and we look forward to talking to you.